Welcome, welcome, welcome. Dusty Wade channel here. Homeless surfer back in San Diego. Living it up. Got a new wind, fresh wind coming in. Storms are brewing. Gonna get some rain here in San Diego, but we can't complain. Still 60 degrees out. And compared to the rest of the country that I've seen on the news, it looks pretty good over here in my neighborhood. Our beautiful town to my rear here. Like I was saying yesterday, what even built 20 years, as short as 20 years ago, none of that was there. So it's amazing as you get older to see the world around you grow and build. I've always been a big guy into building and construction and stuff like that. So anyway, I'm digging the outdoors. I don't think we'll go back indoors unless it rains. Might rain tomorrow, so we may be doing it from inside. But as far as getting things rolling on the business side of things, we have really been busy. We now have should see, and we'll see how this goes. I've got the link for the cup of coffee as well as for the books that are going to be put onto the description of this video. So make sure that you subscribe, like, and comment, and then you can buy me a cup of coffee and help out, and I'll tell you why in a second. And then the other thing is be able to buy some books. I've got five of the books on there to start it out. And with those, I'm going to create sets. What I'm thinking of doing is taking those 6 books, because they're each about 15 pages deep, and combining them into like a set of Jay and Gray adventures along different principled lines. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That way I can print them bigger, and there'll be more value in them. It'll make it more worth the cost to print them and do it right. So yeah, that is set up so you can get those on the Buy Me a Cup of Coffee as well under the shop. Please remember, I'm trying to get to the live stream, so this is live and we can actually do conversations on the live stream. And that's going to take me 50 subscribers. So please, again, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. Check out the shop. I'm building it up right now. Like I said, I'm gonna throw a lot of different stuff in there, so hopefully it'll be useful. That'd be great. You know, might as well. We're a homeless surfer. Let's get on to useful stuff instead of stuff you don't really need, because I'm sure you got plenty of junk in all the drawers, all the storage sheds, and all the garages, and all the extra bedrooms. If you're like I was when all the kids left, I had extra room, but I never collected a lot of stuff. I just never was big on that because I just didn't see the point. I think someone told me once when I was in college, if I rented a U-Haul in Utah and brought my stuff home for the summer and then moved it back to Utah, by the time I did all that, I could just throw that stuff away. And when I come back, cheap, probably less expensive, when I return to Utah, I was just rebuy new stuff. And he was right. And it's always been that way. So I've always just looked at it like that. Anyway, which is probably how I stay somewhat happy. But yeah, so that's going. The books are rolling. I'm really starting to push some stuff. I'm going to do a Jay and Gray going through the Bible series. I think it'll be fun to do Jay and Gray travel through the Bible stories and learn differently. And I've got a whole layout in my head on how I want to do it. And it'll combine the stories into the adventures of Jay and Gray with Bible characters. At the same time, it'll have the Bible lessons pointed out as to what, and the good ones, the don't steal, don't envy, all those good things that you shouldn't be doing. They get in the way of your happiness. And the point of my channel is we're trying to find our happiness. And, the basics is what we end up not being happy is just because of the simple stuff, like looking at someone else and wanting what they have. But I like Alanis Morissette said something like, it's not wanting what you got, or no, it was Sheryl Crow. It's not wanting what you have, it's not getting what you want, it's wanting what you get. And yeah, I'm with that, man. So the books are done. We got to buy a cup of coffee. The reason we have that, and the only reason, well, I'm monetizing because I'd actually, like I said, I'd like to make a living at this. So to buy a cup of coffee is just a tip jar, I guess, basically. But right now, what I'm looking to do is I've got to get Adobe so that I can do PDFs, because all the books from the AI aren't in the right formatting, because you have to have Adobe Extra on top of it, and that's another subscription. So I see where these subscriptions start adding up, man. Like I said before, now I got to have Adobe, that's $9, and I got to get Word, so that's another $9. So that's 20 more bucks a month that I got to come up with now to not have to wait till next first. So throw me a cup of coffee, please. I need about 20 bucks in my account. And from there, I can just, and supposedly like Adobe's free and so is Microsoft Word the first month. But it's just ironic how they want to hit your card for the money first for the free month. Anyway, like I said, and I did figure out something as well. Hold on, we got a message here. No wireless caller. Hold on. Anyway, so somebody's trying to call in. Anyway, what were we talking about here? Oh, the buy me a cup of coffee so I can get those things done. I hate to slow up the process or progress accordingly. So yeah, that part's finished. So the books are coming. I'm starting the next thing on the Bibles. We get the 50 subscribers. We're going to start doing a 5-day-a-week series at Konos, and that way we'll be able to get the live stream, do the call-in show from there. This will continue on a daily basis. Just as far as this channel, I really want to just turn into not a rah let's go channel, because I'm not a rah let's go kind of go. I'm more of a realist. Let's take a look at the day and say, it's a good day. And what reason do I have to say that? Well, let's figure it out together, and then we can do the call-in show and maybe talk about it. But, this is kind of for the shy. And then also with this channel, I'm going to do more of the interviews and things like that. Who called me here? Oh, my mom called me. Weird. It's weird. My mom's calling me. Well, when this is over, I'll give mom a call and see what the heck's going on. Hopefully nothing bad. You always, man, in this point in your life, you start not wanting to see people from, like family members, like your mom calling. I know my dad's passed away, so that's good. But there's been some other family issues going on too with health. And man, for people that don't smoke, don't drink, have always been pretty healthy, these guys have a lot of freaking problems with their health. And again, I just believe it. I always told my kids, if you take your car to a mechanic, there's something broken, they're going to fix it, even if it's not. And I think doctors are no better. If you go there, there's something broken, or they're getting paid to give you a prescription. Because they always seem to give me a prescription every time I go. But anyway, I digress. So I'm so excited about this thing. We've really been building it. The products are coming out slower than I'd wished, but it's just a matter of patience and building to get there. And then patience. It's not I didn't go into this thing, like you said, to hurry and get to that goal of XYZ. I went into this thing to enjoy the walk of getting there, because I know I can get there. It's not an issue. It's living this way and being this way has made me appreciate the fact that I don't need anything more than what I have right now. A warm place to sleep, a shower, and some food, and and this, and my YouTube channel that I watch. So, and it's getting to the point with all the crap going on around us, I don't even want to watch it, man. And that's another reason. Hopefully you tune in this channel, because we're not going to talk about that stuff. I don't want to talk to you about anything to do with the world around us in general right now. I think the world around us should just start focusing heavily on loving and caring and self-esteem and self-love, and then we can give it to each other and create a good world, because I think this is where we're at now. We really need to focus on that part, and that's why there's so much anti that part right now, because it's always a yin and a yang. And so for all the good that we're getting to, the bad side is going to start dragging the other way. It's constant balancing act, and it's universal. There's no way around it. It's physics. And one thing I've learned about the universe is physics. We're tied. We're all strung together. All this stuff around us, we're all strung together with energy and light. So anyway, and as we sit here with energy, here comes my favorite seagulls flying about. Probably somebody down there eating that they're watching. They're brutal, man. When I was living on the beach, I'll tell you, we used to just get these rotisserie chickens just to throw out on the beach and watch the seagulls fight. They literally fight. They use their wings like arms and they punch each other in the face, in the bill. It's crazy, and they grab the food. Quite entertaining. And then you got the crows, who are the meanest ones. They just land on the food and just take it. And even the seagulls stand back on theirs. The seagulls will attack your lunch and you laying down on your blanket, but they won't get near that crow. So anyway, so yeah, the channel just really is exciting to me now, and it's kind of really where I want to focus a lot. The kids books I'm turning into animation, which is going to be on YouTube as well. I just got that's the other. I finally got the what's it called, the One Art. I got the One Art system, so now I can utilize that, connect that to my other AI, my ChatGPT, where the books are, and then I can feed the animation through the book system that I already have, all the books that I've written. So that's going to really add a whole nother thing, because I'm going to have a YouTube Kids channel with just the Adventures of Jane Grey in animation, and from there link up link up the book sales. Because bottom line is, I'm just marketing this thing myself. I'm not going to go to any of these other organizations. It's just absolutely ridiculous. Um, yeah, I can see they got to make their money too, but hey, I'm not that sucker. I'm not that guy. I know the business world. I know how this stuff works. I know talent and creativity gets paid, and none of these companies are doing it like that. So I'm going to print these books myself. That's another reason that I'm coming to you as participants in this craziness. I need to print. I want to print, but I need to print about 1,000 books, which is going to run a couple $1,000 total to print them. But we need them. We need them in stock, A, and B, we need them as samples, because I want to show them to the National Education Association. I want to show them to the Christian and religious organizations. I want to show them to the foster organizations. I want to really get and push these things into the market myself, because A, like the where I'm selling them now on the Buy a Cup of Coffee program, they only take 5% of the deal. That's great. I print them. I'll self-publish, self-deliver, but I get to charge $9, and they only take what is that, 5 cents? Yeah, no, a dollar would be five, so 50 cents. 50 cents is fine. That's great. um, you can live with that. And that's my cost of them handling the transaction and sending me the order. And then I just fill the order, but I got to have the orders to be able to fill. Right now, I might do them as a pay as you go, but it's so much more expensive. Then it really cuts into you, because then you're looking at about $4 or $5 to print them. And by the time you ship them, yeah, you're back down to where you might as well go back to the other guys. So I'm going to really try to pre-make them, because they're not customized. Neither will the Biblical Adventures of Jane Grey. And then there's also going to be a series of the Historical Adventures of Jane Grey, because these things are things that I'm watching, and what I'm noticing is what's missing in this world is education and history. What we used to do, how we got here. We need to know that. You can't get better if you don't know what you did bad or what you did worse. So yeah, I want the books to get back to just teaching the basic stuff, and do it with history and spirituality, positivity. These kinds of things are very important. So I'm gonna have a very specialized market that I'll be looking towards, but that's the way I'm gonna handle the sales on those books. So anyway, that whole diatribe is basically why, because I am doing this. So that's what I got to get over. I guess that's an issue I'm having with myself. I appreciate hanging out with you guys, and I like it. And I don't want my likes and stuff to go away. Don't leave me. I don't want to lose my friends over asking for money for dinner. I just don't. But at the same time, I am monetizing this. I'm using the books primarily. But hey, the YouTube thing is going to be great. It's going to add a whole other stream of revenue. in a way of, and doing something that I totally dig doing. And I'm really looking forward to the live broadcast where we can have 2 chairs at Konos, people coming by that we know. You'll get to know the neighborhood, the people. You'll be there with me, and we'll travel and see San Diego together. It'll be much more intimate and personalized. This is just more, hey, this is who I am. I love talking with you guys. I think about my imaginary friends on this thing. You know, who are they? What do they look like? You know. So, but hey, we're all the best, man. I know I'm the best. So I know you're the best. So, because we're just the best we can be. I came out with what I got. That's it. Love me, hate me. I hope you love me, but I can't worry about that. Your feelings toward me shouldn't infect my feelings towards me. And I think in a lot of situations, what in my experience is too many of us are too wrapped up in what that person thought about us or what that person has or what that person doesn't have, because it's always easier than just looking in the mirror and saying, there's nothing wrong with me. I'm perfect the way I am. I'm the way I'm supposed to be, no matter what I look like. As far as what and what are you comparing yourself to is the craziest part, because you're really not comparing yourself to any realistic situation in any way, shape, or form. Who is pretty? What is pretty? You can change that based on the culture you go to just right now. So there's no standard for pretty unless you think Cosmopolitan magazine is somehow the essence of beauty. That's old school, dude. We knew they did that to us. That was part of our indoctrination through advertising and through pop culture, which is grew in our day, man. Pop culture didn't exist before us, you know, and because of that, we've been programmed to be dissatisfied with ourselves. You're not right until you have these genes. You're not right unless you don't do your hair this way or it's not done this way. Oh, but you're not this if you don't do this. You know what? You're great the way you are. You need to eat, you need to sleep, you need to stay warm, and you need to drink water. Other than that, you don't really need anything. There's now your wants. What do I want? And we want to be happy. We know that. So what makes us happy and what makes us unhappy? And let's make the choice between the one that we want and the one we don't want. Shed those things away and grab hold with all your might to those things that make you happy. And don't let things come along that are going to try to make you unhappy, because they will. That's what they do. They come along and they just try to wreck the day. And if you let it, it will. And if you ignore it, it can't. So my recommendation is just ignore it. And let's look positive and let's stay inspired today. We got a day. Look around us. I mean, look around me. And I'm sure wherever you're at, you've got some beautiful things to see, to smell, to taste, cultures, loved ones. These things are great. And you have no loved ones, you got to reach out. I tell my neighbor, Christina, I say, Christina, you got to go out. This girl's like 30 years old and she sits at home. She's got a few disabilities emotionally, I think, but she just doesn't get out. And you got to get out. You got to have the interaction, even if it's just interaction like this, because this is what I'm doing for interaction. Me and Monkey over there, I talk to him all day. I mean, him and I have conversation after conversation. But so do me and YouTube. I mean, I'm talking at the TV. Are you serious? I can't believe they're doing that. You know, and I'm talking at the TV set. So Monkey, no. Sticking his head out the window. No. Anyway, oh yeah, weird story just real quick. About a month ago, some dude took a dive from here. Decided to jump down there from here. Yeah, that was traumatic. I came out about 3 seconds after he hit the ground, just in time to start seeing a blood spill flow. Yeah, that's living on the streets. You never know what you're gonna see, and typically when you get surprised like that, it's never pretty, and it sticks with you, you know, because you can feel. I'll say this real quick, off subject. You can definitely feel when life leaves a body. There is the light inside you notices the light left. I don't know if that makes sense, but I guarantee you, after watching people die for the last 10 years and all my life, you know, it just didn't happen, but in the last 10 years, horrible things I've seen in the way people can expire in life here. You know, how you can end it. it's just not cool. So yeah, that was a crazy day. But anyway, I'm really curious about what my mom wants. Let's see. Yeah, well, they say I should go. This thing's about 22 to 28 minutes, I guess. YouTube did a whole study on this thing, which is really cool. Let's get off that for a minute because YouTube did a whole study and they found that these videos, like at 32 minutes, are about perfect. So I'm trying to nail that. But I'm not going too crazy with it because what I have found is everybody's got advice. If you watch 10 different YouTube, like coaches or whatever, and that's ridiculous. Don't pay for this shit. YouTube does a great job of giving you what you need. You don't have anyone to tell you. Go on and watch the guys that are showing you, what buttons to push and how to download stuff and how to edit stuff. That's valuable stuff. But the guys that are telling you do this, do that, do the other thing, they're trying to sell you something, or they're trying to, anyway, just be careful when you're doing that, and so that you don't end up in that situation. But yeah, it's not hard to do, and it really rolls. So um, what was I saying? I lost it. I'm still thinking about my mom. See, that really scares me now. The more I think about it, the more, oh my God, what's going on? I'll find out. 4 or 5 minutes after my lifetime, 4 or 5 minutes to my family is awesome. Sometimes it used to take 4 or 5 days to get a hold of me. But anyway, modern technology, yeah. So yeah, let's stay beautiful. Let's stay beautiful. It's a beautiful world, and we got to find a way to stay in the beauty of it and not get distracted into the negativity of it, because it's easy to, and it can get frustrating and it can get difficult, and that's not where you want to be in your head. So the kid's back. The one that ended up getting hauled away. I remember I told you that story. He got hauled away with a knife and all that craziness. Yeah, he's back. And what's he do? Spends about an hour being normal, then goes out and gets drugs. Now he's running around stupid again. Nothing dramatic yet from what I can see, but inevitably, they run themselves into those problems. So, anyway, do I still have a little green light? Yes, I do. I still have a green light. You can't see it out here. That's one bad thing about the outdoors, is not being able to see it. So, well, I'm going to try to get back and figure this out. Hopefully, what you'll see, if my day is victorious, you'll see the buy me a cup of coffee. Now, if you don't, check the comments, because I'm gonna put the link in there. I'm trying to put the little like cup of coffee thing on the picture, but I'm not sure how to do that. But I'm gonna try right now. I think I can, but hey, thought that before and it didn't work out. I barely got the freaking bank account on information on, and with that, like I was saying, I'm so paranoid about putting my bank account information online. I went and did a secondary account, which is deposit only, other than I can transfer to my other account from it personally. Um, yeah, yeah. I don't want anybody able to take auto payments, stuff like that from my account. Really bother me. So that account will have the auto payments in as well, and I'll just put enough in, and then hey, these guys can fight over it. But yeah, unfortunately, you do need it. I mean, it's the only way around for the project that we're involved in. And Be Best Me Family Media is taking off, guys. It is taking off. So I love everybody that's been hanging out. I want to keep hanging out. Help out if you can. Again, subscribe, blah, blah, all that good stuff. I don't think I need to say it every time. I'm just going to go blah, blah, blah from now. You know what I mean? Those three things. We got it. All right. Peace out.